Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill and welcome to Suncoast FYI. Today we learn about the Summer Sizzler series at the Player Center, plus an inside look at an upcoming Donna Summers tribute, special Mother's Day services at the Source Church, and an inspirational organization supporting kids in grief. Summer is fast approaching and things are heating up at the Player Center. And here to tell us all about their Summer Sizzlers series is Managing Artistic Director Jeffrey Kinn.
Hello.
I always love having you on the show.
I always have a great time just sitting visiting and
try to give me these tongue twisters.
I know, Summer Sizzler series.
Which you came up with.
I made that up myself, so I am to blame.
Okay.
But yes.
Well, I only have to say it once.
You
so
just,
there you go.
and we live with it because, you know, summertime's a lot of people think, oh, nothing much happens. And it's just the opposite at the Players. There's so much to do. There's so much to see between that series and our kids programming and special events. So there's a lot.
Stop.
It never
doesn't
stops.
stop.
It's exciting,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
We love it.
Well, it keeps you up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
It surely does. It does.
What is the summers like at the Players?
It really is a time for us to maybe do some shows that we have missed or aren't able to do in our main stage season. So, for example, in June, we're doing Love, Loss, and What I Wore, which is a wonderful play about clothing and how memories are attached to different articles of clothing. It's directed by Carol Kleinberg. It really is a great gals' night out. Men will like it too, but it really is a little bit of a chick flick for June.
I like it.
July is our Shout the Musical, and so it's all great 60s music. It's lots of great girl group songs. It's all female cast. So July is going to be rocking out. And then we decided to do a little tribute to Neil Simon and bring back The Odd Couple, which I'm sure the theater has produced a dozen times, but not in a while. And so he just passed last year, so we decided to give him a little bit of a boost and let people really realize that his shows are still just as funny as they were when they were
when
written.
they came out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, you mentioned summer camps.
Yeah.
What kind of summer camps
Well,
do you have?
we love kids, and we usually do 2 4-week summer camps where kids can learn to act, sing, dance, everything. So they are always exciting for us. So we have one in June and one in July. We're actually doing Legally Blonde Junior, and that's, look, I have to look at my cheat sheet, and My Son Pinocchio Junior, June and August. So we're always excited about that. And then we do 1-week camps. So those are always fun, from everything from stage combat, where we teach ninja techniques, you know, like Luke Skywalker's.
Yeah.
We call it our Star Wars camp.
Okay.
But we're literally teaching stage combat. So all sorts of great things happen at the Arnold Simonson Players Studio.
Okay, so now once the kids enroll for camp, they do one performance at the end of the
basically
program?
they spend the 4 weeks. They work on the set, they work on the lights, they help with the sound, they do everything involved in putting on the production, and then we do a great thing at the theater where we invite all the summer camps in. We invite all the summer camps in to watch the show. So we do that for 2 days, and then we sell it then to the opening audience as well. So
love it. Now there's another new play coming up.
Well, we do a new play festival, and we've been doing it now for probably 15 years. I love the process. So it's local playwrights. They submit scripts. We do a reading of a new play every night, and then we choose one to be produced the next year. So it's a new play festival for local playwrights only. We've already have them in now for this year, and then we've already chosen the winner from last year, which is going to be performed this summer. It's in July, end of July. And it's a play about what if William Shakespeare was actually a robot that was built for the Queen. It's a very unique look at, you know, everyone always wonders who was William Shakespeare, what was he, how was he, all those things. It was just a great way of looking at, well, what if he was an automaton? So I know. It's interesting, right? I can see the look in your face going,
Yeah, well,
what is that all about?
It's something to see, you know.
It's a unique look at...
outside of the box.
It is, outside the box, all those good things. So it's in our little backstage theater, so it's kind of exciting.
Now, the new building updates.
Oh, wow. Well, there's always something new every day. We're in our current location all the way through October of 2020. Okay. So next season in September, we start our 90th season. We're there for the full year. And then, of course, we're going to be hopefully breaking ground in January and then be up and running in our new location in 2 short years.
And I saw the rendition online,
Yeah.
where everybody can go find out more information about the summer series and everything. But it's a beautiful
It's a beautiful facility. Yeah. We're going to be a performing arts center like none other.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Yep. Well, thank you, and have a wonderful summer.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again.
I hope to see you in our audience, cheering and rooting on all our great volunteers.
I will.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Just ahead on Suncoast FYI, we learn about a special Donna Summer musical tribute. Let's dance the last dance at the Manatee Performing Arts Center. Kat Hefner and Nate Jacobs are bringing their Donna Summer tribute show to the Suncoast, and they're joining me here now to tell us and you all about it. I love Donna Summer, and you look like the embodiment of her right now. Mm-hmm. You're lovely, lovely.
Thank you.
Well, obviously, what inspired you, and how did you envision doing this project?
Donna when she came on the scene, I just bonded with her immediately because I was looking at an album, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, she looks like me. So I needed to find out who this lady was.
I like that.
My friends were sitting there at the table and they go, she does. And I'm like,
were you a singer at that point?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I was. I was singing with my brother's group.
Okay.
We had a group.
Jazz and blues and that
everything.
Type of thing.
We called ourselves the Versatiles.
So
because we did everything.
How did that fit?
Yeah.
Versatile. Fitting, yes, definitely.
And now, how did the two of you meet?
Well, I've known Kat for years and years, and always admired her as a professional, one of the best singers in this area. Always admired her, and we would talk on and off about doing things together. And when she called me and told me about this Donna Summer tribute, I thought it was, first of all, perfect for her, the artist. And I just felt like she could just really sell that whole thing. And so I got excited about the show and told her I wanted to get involved and help her with the development of it, and try to secure that it is a success and her dream, what she envisions.
Well, and I mean, how perfect. I mean, you're the artistic director of the West Coast Black Theater. I mean, what a perfect team.
It's an honor.
I think so.
It's quite an honor.
Yes. So you've gotten involved, and her voice is, what would you say about Kat's voice?
She's amazing. I mean, she, like the name of the group, she's very versatile. And I got really excited about Kat's passion for Donna Summer, the artist, and the catalog that she's singing in this show. I mean, the audience can't help but love her because it's really genuine, the passion.
Are we going to hear a
So what they should expect is a little this.
Last dance, last chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight.
Oh my gosh, you're fabulous. Oh, I have goosebumps. So, okay.
That's good. See, I told you that's what the audience is going to do.
That's
the same thing, yeah.
Oh, so your background, you started singing, you became a professional doing pop and jazz and vocals. What do you like most about performing?
What I like about it is that you can relate with everyone, and it gives people a chance to forget about whatever is bothering them that day. And it's a universal language, as we say, the cliche. But it brings out love, and it's a good release. And to be able to share that, that's when everybody starts to move and be happy, Even if they cry, they feel released.
Yep.
Right?
They're all good. It's all good.
That's right. It's all good.
Okay. So, Nate, you're going to tell us about the details for the show. It's May 18th. What else can we?
Yeah, May 18th at the Manatee Performing Arts Center in Bradenton, Florida. Tickets call the box office. Those tickets are going fast, so you better run to that box office. Everybody wants to see Kat Hafner do this Donna Summer tribute.
Yes.
So, and it's just going to be full of live band, a fabulous live band. Her brother is the music director. Horns and keyboards and dancers and background singers, and the fabulous Miss Hefner stepping out in her regale and singing
As
this
Miss
wonderful
Donna.
music.
I know. I got ahead of myself. I just wanted to hear her sing. We were going to do that a little bit later. But before we close, you have some upcoming shows that we want to tell folks about.
Oh, yes. In July 13th, I'll be coming back to do the tribute to Natalie Cole.
Oh, my gosh.
And that will be with a big band. We're going to take it back from when she started in the pop music and R&B, and then when her comeback, where she really...
And where will that
swung.
be?
That'll also be at the Manatee Performing Arts Center.
So May 18th.
Yes, May 18th.
Tickets are available online.
Yes, for
on
Donna
your
Summer.
website. Okay, and how much are they?
27 to 30, I believe.
Okay, that's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, I will be there.
Oh,
I can't wait to see you.
It's going to be fun.
Thank you both for being here. Appreciate it. Love
Thank
your
you.
voice.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Next on Suncoast FYI, we preview a special Mother's Day service at the Source Church. The Source Church is celebrating Mother's Day in a special way this year with a celebrity appearance at their Sunday services. And here to tell us about it is Pastor Brett Hone.
Thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
You're not what I expect in a pastor. It's a pleasant change from a typical pastor that I've met in the past. How did you become involved with the church, Brett?
Well, that's a great question. I'm one of the executive pastors at the Source Church, so I'm not the senior pastors. My parents were actually the founders of the church, the senior pastors of the church, Ralph and Joanne. And I've just been lucky enough to be able to kind of get on board and start serving with them. And so I've been there for about 10 years now.
Oh my goodness, that's lovely.
It's been great, but we're definitely not, as you had said, a traditional or ordinary church. We're a little bit different than...
Tell our viewers a little bit about the Source Church.
Absolutely. We have this saying, it's come as you are. Be who you are. Everyone's invited. We have a very diverse church, culturally. We have a very diverse church in people's views coming in, and we just kind of love it that way. We love having diversity in where we're at, and our main focus really is in around a course that our pastors teach, which is helping people just to live victorious in their life. And we just want to see people succeed.
And think about that. I mean, if people just said, I want to live victorious in my life, right? And have that positive attitude and be grateful. There's a lot of that we can all appreciate as, one family on earth here. Now, you mentioned your folks started the church, but now, who is Dog and Beth? And how are they connected with the church?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, I'd like to go back just for a moment on that and say this is, even if you've watched their show before, Dog and Beth, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and what any of his multiple shows have come out, over time, as I've watched them too, we saw this, that they've always had a heart for people. They've always had a heart to see people succeed, even though they're chasing people down, even though they're doing bounty hunting, and there's people who might be in trouble, there might be people who may have gotten in trouble with the law. At the end of the day, what I've seen with them is that they take people to the side and they say, hey, we want to help you out. We're doing this because we don't want you to get in trouble, any more trouble than you're already in. And they have a genuine love for people. And through that, I believe was really where the connection started.
Okay.
Our
And that's
pastors,
who's going to be at the...
and they're the ones who are going to be there. Yeah, so they're
Okay.
bounty hunters.
Okay, all right. So that's it. So that's a good lead into who's going to be there for your Mother's Day celebration.
Yes.
That's who's going to be there.
That's going to be there. Yep.
And they're going to speak to the congregation.
Yeah. So we've had Dog and Beth out before. Dog has spoken on his own with her there twice now. And this time Beth is wanting to come and share just about motherhood and honor and things like that, and really wanting to share about what that means and talk about how her faith has carried her through the cancer that she's been dealing with, and how that her faith has been carrying her through the struggles that's had. So.
A lot of people can relate to that. Now, how can someone, one of our viewers, be part of your service?
That's a great question. Yeah. So here in Bradenton, we have two different services. So we have at 9 and 11 a.m.
And where are you located? Where's the church located?
Great question. Yeah, we're on State Road 64, 5412 East State Road 64. We're right across from Spectrum on right off 64 there.
Okay.
And so we're going to have two services then, but we also have an online campus. So we know there's a lot of people who have already expressed interest in being there, and maybe they live a little out of the city,
Sure.
or they can't get in, or for what reason or another. We were making sure that it's going to be available online as well through
Okay.
Facebook and our website.
Great. So before we close, you have other events coming up, obviously, not just Mother's Day. So what else do you have going on?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, one of the things that we're really proud of is just, or excited to be able to do, is to serve our community through food giveaways. We do that every week. And we just like people to know that it's an open kitchen sort of thing, an open pantry.
Okay.
So that's always an ongoing thing with our church. We love serving our community that way.
Okay.
But also we have a really great marriage conference coming up at the end of this month. And it's kind of a fun little thing we've got going on May 31st and June 1st.
Okay.
So if people are interested in that, we'd love for them to check it out on our website.
Okay. Well, great. It was a pleasure meeting you, Pastor.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. After the break, we hear from an inspirational organization giving hope to healing children. The Mark Blundell Foundation has created an incredible support system for kids in grief. And here to tell us about their upcoming Evening at the Tower are Melissa Wandell and Wendy Orlando. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. It's nice to meet you. Wendy, Melissa, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, you started the foundation, it'll be 16 years ago, correct? Can
Yes.
you tell our viewers a little bit about you and what the mission of the foundation is that you started?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So the mission of the Mark Wandell Foundation is to connect children, teens, and young adults in grief who've lost a primary parent, sibling, or a guardian. The foundation is in my husband's name, Mark Wandell, who unfortunately, his life was taken by a red light runner when we were 9 months pregnant with our daughter. And I wanted to find a space for children like my daughter who would never know their parent, or for children that would lose their parent, to be able to connect them because grief is so isolating. And I lost a sister when I was 12 and she was 14 and my brother was 7 to cancer. And I knew how isolating it was. And I didn't want my daughter growing up in that environment. I wanted her to truly embrace the love and not the loss of her father. And connecting her with other children would be my way of honoring my husband in this life, because he gave us he was just such a beautiful being, and I wanted my daughter to know that love.
He was. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
So the event that you're having is a benefit, and you collect funds for different projects that you have. So what is the event, and where are the funds from this particular event going to go to?
Well, we're really excited. The event is at the Finish Tower on May 18th from 6 to 10. And all of the proceeds go directly to our children and families in grief to support Comfort Zone Camp, our partnership with SMART, and our future college scholarships.
Okay. Okay, and we'll talk about scholarships a little bit later too. Wendy, though, you're going to tell us the importance of why you've come on board now. You've been with Melissa over 4 years.
Yes.
And I know she said she couldn't do it without you, so
She's
that's
very
great.
kind.
It's great,
It's
great
true.
to have a team member,
So
strong
true.
team member. What is the importance to you to connect the children and the families that are going through this terrible loss?
Well, 1 in 14 children in the state of Florida will suffer the loss of a parent, guardian, or sibling before their 18th birthday. And we know that children in grief are children at risk. They're more likely to die by suicide, have substance abuse problems, drop out of high school, and develop behavioral disorders. So we really feel by connecting them that we have the power to light a brighter path and a brighter future for them.
Now, when you connect them, okay, how do you do that?
Well, we have our camp, which is an amazing experience. It truly, you really have to experience it to totally understand whatever we try to convey. But we also have opportunities throughout the year. Sometimes it may be a kickball game at a park. The Junior League of Manatee County just this last weekend sponsored an incredible field day with face painting and archery for our kids. We've done drive-in golfing with a big screen TV for a movie. So we just connect them and let them have fun throughout the year.
And be kids.
Yeah, and it really, by connecting them, a lot of times the kids love to be connected, but the parents just don't get time to like set up dates and connect the kids and keep it going. So our goal is to keep that connection going.
Okay, and so the event is what will take place at the event?
We'll have a silent auction. We have a dinner by Bonefish Grill, scrumptious desserts from Der Dutchman. It'll be beautiful at the Benderson Finish Tower. We'll have just an opportunity for you to hear more about what we do for the community.
Right, and I think that's really important is people can come out and see the lives that we're touching and why it's important to help children, teens, and young adults in grief. The young adults, 18 to 24, we've just started working with them, and it's incredible because as we know, that's a hard age anyway,
Yeah.
but when they lose a parent and they're in college or they're just in that stage of their life, we want to be there to walk that path with them.
Now, do the families pay for the services?
Absolutely not. They
Okay.
pay nothing. That's why it's important for our community to come together with us to be able to provide this type of support to them so that they will never have to pay for any services.
Awesome. Okay, now before we go, there's tickets and sponsorships available. They can go online to find you.
Yes, if they go online to the markwandellfoundation.org, and that's MarkWandall foundation.org, the markwandellfoundation.org, and they can purchase tickets. Sponsorship opportunities are available.
Great.
We have lantern opportunities available. If anybody wants to make a tribute to their loved one, we'll put it on a lantern for them.
And that's all on your website.
Absolutely, it's all on our website.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you so much for having us, and we can't do it alone, so thank you for the opportunity to share this with your audience. It's really important, and it's a community working together, and we couldn't be more grateful.
Thank you, Melissa. Coming up this weekend, celebrate diversity at the 10th Annual Harvey Milk Festival. Enjoy music, art, theater performance, and film events all weekend at different venues around Sarasota. Admission is free on Saturday for concerts in J.D. Hamill Park. Visit harveymilkfestival.org for more info. Plus, treat Mom to a Mother's Day brunch at the Marie Selby Botanical Gardens. Enjoy admission to the gardens along with a delicious buffet by Michael's on East. You can purchase tickets for 3 separate seating times on Sunday morning. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would really love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Andrea Chu, at 941-361-4651. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.